Welcome friends, it's great to see you once more. Freewell just released their brand new K2 filter system yesterday and asked me if I'd be interested to do a review. Up front, I have to say it's elegant and cleverly designed. So with that, let's jump in and let's have a look at this bad boy. As of yesterday, Freewell publicly released a new product line they call the K2 Versatile Magnetic Filter System. I'm excited to once again work with Freewell as I continually find myself impressed with the clever ingenuity and attention to quality and design that these guys have been putting out. I mean, just even the case material is just fantastic. But before we get started though, full disclaimer, Freewell did send me this kit to review in exchange for making this video. Aside from that, they are in no way involved in the making of this video, nor have they seen this video, sponsored or paid me. They did, however, provide me an affiliate link this time. So if this product is something you're seriously considering, you have the option to use my link, which I'll leave in the description below. All right, enough of that. Let's dig in. So what's in the kit box here? So you'll find 4 adapter rings with common sizes from 67 millimeters, 72, 77, and 82 millimeters. You'll find 1 master base to rule them all. You'll find a V&D base, a V&D 1 to 5 CPL, V&D 6 to 9 CPL, and a front and back cap. This kit comes with everything you need to get started making photos and videos in a variety of lighting conditions. The adapter rings make it pretty easy just to attach the filter system like you would any other similar system. And all that attaches to the master base. It's a pretty secure fit overall, I'd have to say. And what I do like about this is there are 2 momentary buttons that snap the adapter into the ring here. What I really like about this system is what Freewell calls their future-proof design. By creating large diameter filters, you only need 1 filter type for all your lenses. And that is quite neat because that saves on weight and space, which can sometimes be a problem with filters. So if your lens takes a 67 millimeter thread, an 82 millimeter thread, or just about any common thread size, you reach for the same V&D filter. The V&D base and V&D 1.5 filters are perfect for shooting in daylight or capturing long exposures, while the V&D 6 to 9 is ideal for those really bright days or even long exposures. And everything is magnetic. What sets this system apart is its versatility. The V&D and CPL filters are integrated into 1 filter, which can be rotated to adjust the polarization effect and density of light respectively. This allows you to fine-tune your shots and achieve the perfect look without having to change filters as often. That said, however, I found that I did not have all that much control over the polarization effect because it's integrated into the V&D. By rotating, I just can't seem to get the same effect as if I had a dedicated polarization, a CPL, on its own. Now, I know that Freewell has plans to really expand this line, and there are many filters. There are more filters coming. So that may be an option down the road if you want just a dedicated CPL. But as of now, that was definitely somewhat of a downer for me. But again, I have to do a little more research, make sure I'm not overlooking something. The addition of these filters being magnetic was like the icing on the cake for me. Everything just clicks. Now, I have to say, the build quality is nice. And I have a thing about quality and design. I really, really appreciate the creativity and craftsmanship that goes into a well thought out product. Now, Freewell also included a gorgeous case with this design. And hard shell cases are not for everyone, but if you definitely appreciate hard shell case, this is the case for you. Nice little pull up to identify your rings and your filters, and magnetic snap close, and just nice quality, nice color. It's really a nice touch. And even the square filters, which we're going to talk about next, have that same effect where you just pull and you open up and your filter comes up, and you can easily identify at the top of each filter by its label. This system also offers the option for square ND gradient filters and other special effect filters like this diffusion glow filter or diffusion mist, glow mist. Now I was sent two filters, the ND Grad 3-stop and this glow mist. Now what's neat here is how the master base takes these filters. There are two pivoting doors on the back side of the base which allow for one square filter to be slotted and adjusted as needed. You also find a bubble level to ensure your grad aligns with the horizon. Now, after leveling up, you can simply lock the ring from rotating by tightening the two thumb screws. Pretty cool and a nice little touch. Okay, so that's an overview of the kit and its functionality. But what's it like using this in the field? And while the build quality is appealing, is the glass any good? Freewell claims their glass is true color and the market's most color accurate V&D. That's a big claim to make. For me, I'm not too interested in who actually has the most accurate filters, but rather filters that are accurate enough to spend less time making corrections during post-processing. And of course, all that comes with a price, right? So with that said, let's get outdoors and let's give these filters a run. Let's go. Despite several attempts to go out and film for this review, each time I was challenged by the weather, and while I finally had a dry day, there were no clouds to be found. And to make matters worse, the wind wasn't having it today. So I'll spare you this audio and do a voiceover instead. So let's try the square filters here and then head down the road and photograph a waterfall for the ND filters. I am totally loving the tab holder on these square filters. It just feels like I'm not going to drop my glass, which is an anxiety I've experienced in the past with wind like this. So here are two side-by-side photos of the same composition, one without the ND Grad and one with. Now this is a hard grad, and it's noticeable just above the horizon. I think this filter would do much better for seascape photography. That said, the colors are really on point here, and there's not much of a difference. Alright, let's try the glow mist. I have the feeling I'll be having some fun with this filter. I think this filter would do much better for low light scenes or shooting at night, for example. But let's see what we can do with this scene. The fusion filters spread out the light and can create a soft glow-like effect. They are sometimes used for portrait as they can soften the look of skin. Here, the most noticeable difference would be how the sun's light is spread out. Now I stopped down to f16 for these as opposed to f11 for the previous shots. And once again, no color imbalance, so I'm pretty impressed. Also, notice how the trees are a little softer. The whole scene in general has a slight mystical look to it. So that's what I'm interested in this filter. Playing more with that type of stuff. Alright, time to head out and shoot a waterfall. Next stop, Wadsworth Falls. We'll give the ND filters a try here and also stack the glow mist and see what type of effect we can create. So let's go. So as I mentioned earlier about the weather challenging me, well, there wasn't much wind here, and despite the volume of the falls, I was confident my wireless mic can handle it. But now technology wanted to get into the action and my mic failed me. Go figure. Regardless, I quickly set up a simple composition, easily attached to the 6 to 9 ND filter, and began to create long exposures in late morning light. I didn't notice any difference in tonal color, very similar to the previous photos. A 13-second exposure for a waterfall that flows this fast is way too long for my taste, but it's not like I'm shooting for portfolio images here. And it's good to see that the colors aren't getting wonky with these longer exposures in this light. I went on to try the 1 to 5 ND filter with the same results and made several images with both filters. I also wanted to stack the glow mist and see what awaits. guys think. Is this something you might be interested in? I'm going to give you my thoughts on this system. I do like it. I've been sort of in the market for a new system. My old system is bigger and clunky, and everything is just, it's really weird in the field to be removing and putting filters in, and the threads aren't catching, and everything is, it's just, I don't like the design of this system so much. This system here, I wanted to upgrade to a magnetic system, so that really jazzed me up when I discovered this was magnetic. But the fact that they made these, what they call future-proof, where I can have, you know, just one filter for each type of effect, and it will fit all of my lenses without any worry. I do like that. I like the hard stops on the rotation here, which is nice. Build quality is good. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the unit. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm looking forward to what else they're going to do with this as far as filters they're going to offer. They did send me some information and said they definitely plan on expanding quite a bit on this line. So I am looking forward to that, and I am looking forward to using this more in the field and replacing my old filter kit. That about wraps this up. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hit me up. I also have a good standing relationship with Freewell, so I can also ask them any questions you may have, and I can get that back to you if you'd like. That said, yeah, get out there and shoot, man. Later.